Previously, I talked about making a video on exponential equation after discussing in details on indices. So, I want to solve these exponential equations. So, the first one says 2 to the power of 2x minus 6, 2 to the power of x plus 8 will give you 0. I'm going to rewrite this to keep the 2 as a power. So I will have 2 to the power of x all to the power of 2 minus 6 to the power of x plus 8. This will be equal to 0. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to let m be equal to 2x, 2 to the power of x. So let my 2 to the power of x be equals to m. So whenever I say 2 to the power of x, I will substitute m. So I will have m, there's a square there, minus 6, this is an m, plus 8 will give me 0. So I can factorize this. Minus 4 minus 6, minus 2 minus 4 give me minus 6. And then minus 2 times, so I have minus 2 and minus 4. Minus 2 minus 4 give me minus 6. Minus 2 times minus 4 give me plus 8. So I'm going to have my m squared minus 4m minus 2m plus 8 give me 0. So I will have m will factorize to have m minus 4. Then 2 here will factorize. Then the plus will also turn to minus. I have m minus 4 equals 0. So I have two factors now. So m minus 4 and m minus 2. This will imply both are equal to 0. But when you solve them, these two, m will be equals to 2 or m will be equals to 4. Yeah, but look at our m. Our m is 2 to the power of x. So 2 to the power of x is the value of m, which is 2 here. And that 2 is 2 to the power of 1. The second one, 2 to the power of x for m, corresponds to 4, which is 4. And that is 2 to the power of 2. So if I take my 2 as the base, here my x will be equals to 1. And here, if I take my 2 as bases, x will be equals to 2. So x equals to 1 and 2 is what is going to satisfy this equation such that it will be equals to 0. Okay, so that is for 1. The number 2 question says 2 to the power of 2x plus 1 minus 5 bracket 2 to the power of x, then plus 2 will give me 0. I'm going to rewrite this 2 to the power of 2x plus 1. Then watch closely what I'm going to do. Now this here simply means 2 to the power of 2x multiplied by 2 to the power of 1. Why? Because they have the same basis, so I can add the powers. Minus 5 2 to the power of x plus 2. So I can write this to change them to 2 to the power of x, then to power 2. So this will be 2 to the power of x to power 2 multiplied by 2 minus 5 2 to the power of x plus 2. I will let my m again be equal to 2 to the power of x. Yeah. So I'm going to write my m squared multiplied by 2 minus 5m plus 2. So this will be equals to 2m squared minus 5m plus 2 to give me 0. Yeah. So I want to factorize. So I'll look for two factors. I'll multiply this 2 here by this 2 here. By this 2 here. And I will have 4. So I'll look for two factors. When I multiply them, I will have plus 4. But when I add them, I will have minus 5. So what are those two factors? Those two factors are minus 1 and minus 4. Minus 1 minus 4 will give me minus 5. Minus 1 times minus 4 will give me minus 1 times minus 4 will give me plus 4. So I'm going to have 2m squared minus 4m minus m plus 2 will give me 0. So I factorize this out. I have 2m as common. So I have my 2m bracket m minus 2. Then I'll factorize the addition inside to become minus. I'll have 1 bracket m minus 2 equals 0. So these two are the same, meaning that our result is correct. I'll pick 2m and minus 1, and I'll have m minus 2 of equals to 0. But take note that my m is 2 to the power of x. My m is 2 to the power of x. So if I subtract this, I will have 2m equals 1, and my m here equals to 2. So I'll have the value of m for this one to be 1 over 2. And the second m is going to be 2. Okay, so take note that my m is 2x. So wherever I see 2x, 2 to the power of x, I'll equate to the m here, which is 2, or 2 to the power of 1. The next one, I have my 2 to the power of x, and I equate my next m to the 1 over 2, and 1 over 2 simply means 2 to the power of minus 1. So what that means is that these two will take down because they have the same base, so my x will be equals to 1, and these two will take down because they have the same base, so my x will be equals to minus 1. So x has two values. Satisfy this equation, either x is 1 or x is minus 1. Please go through this video again. Yeah, you understand it more better. Subscribe to our YouTube channel because we're dropping more and more content.